9 people sat still and typed full sentences using only their brains, no surgery. And later, Apple's most guarded secret ends up on the dark web. Let's go. It's Tuesday, June 30th. This is Innover. 7 stories that actually mattered today. Innover Brief 01, Metatypes from Brain Scans. Meta just showed off something that sounds like science fiction. It is called Brain 2 QWERTY version 2. You think about typing and it reads your brain and writes the words. The first version could only spell one letter at a time. This new one writes full sentences. Here is the wild part. It uses a scan from outside your head. No surgery, no implant. 9 volunteers sat in the scanner for 10 hours and typed. That made almost 22,000 sentences of practice data. It hit 61% average word accuracy. The best person hit 78%. Older no-surgery methods topped out around 8%. So this is a huge jump. And Meta open-sourced the code for both versions, so other labs can build on it. Why this matters? People who lost the ability to speak could one day talk again without an operation. Meta even says the gap with surgical implants might close with more data alone. That is the line that should make you sit up. Innover Brief 02. Zymeworks buys Theravance $929 million. That was the brain. Now, let's follow the money, because 2 big companies went shopping today. First one, drug company Zymeworks is buying another drug company called Theravance. The price is $929 million. That is close to $1 billion. Theravance has been struggling. Zymeworks thinks it can do more with its drugs. Big drug buyouts like this tell you where the industry sees its next wins. Innover Brief 03. Adobe buys Topaz Labs. Same story, second company. This one is in your photo apps. Stick around. The Apple secret leak I mentioned is coming up next. Adobe is buying an AI company called Topaz Labs. Topaz makes tools that sharpen photos and video and clean up noise. Adobe plans to put that tech inside Photoshop, Lightroom, and Premiere. They did not say the price. The deal still needs regulators to say yes later this year. So the apps millions of editors use every day are about to get a lot smarter. Innover Brief 04. SEEQC files quantum IPO. Enough about buying companies. This next one wants to sell shares instead. A quantum computing company called SEEQC just filed to go public. It wants to trade on the NASDAQ under the name SEQC. Quick gloss. Quantum computers use strange physics to solve problems normal computers cannot. SEEQC makes chips that control those machines. It says they hit over 99.9% accuracy while using tiny amounts of power. It already works with names like NVIDIA and IBM. More quantum firms going public means real money now believes this tech is close. Innover Brief 05. Apple Supplier secrets leaked. Okay, here's the Apple story I promised. And it is not a good day for Apple. Apple is famous for keeping its phones secret until launch day. Hackers just blew a hole in that. They hit Tata Electronics, one of Apple's makers in India. It was a ransomware attack. That is when hackers lock up files and demand money. Then they leaked Apple's iPhone 18 Pro supplier lists, part details, and test photos online. So secrets meant for launch day are now out early on the dark web. Why it matters. Apple is leaning hard on India to build phones. A leak like this dents trust in that whole plan. It also shows the weak point is rarely Apple itself. It is the long chain of partners around it. Innover Brief 06. California gets Claude half price. From stolen secrets to a friendly handshake. This next deal is about who gets to use AI. Anthropic, the company behind the AI called Claude, made a deal with California. State and local agencies in California get Claude at half price, plus training and support. Here is the twist. The federal government recently called Anthropic a supply chain risk, so while Washington is wary, California is signing up. When a whole state runs its work on one AI, that company gets very hard to replace. Innover Brief 07. Supreme Court limits phone tracking. Last one, and it touches the phone in your pocket. The Supreme Court just made a big call about your location data. It ruled 6-3 that police need privacy protection to use geofence warrants. Quick gloss. A geofence warrant asks a company for everyone's phone location in one area at one time. Critics say that sweeps up innocent people who just walked by. The court did not ban it, but now it is much harder for police to grab that data. If you carry a phone, this one is about you. Today's thread was simple. AI is moving deeper into our bodies, our apps, and our laws all at once. We track these shifts every day so you do not have to. If that is useful, subscribe and we will keep them coming.